Hi, welcome. Let's build another ISO. What we can always do is go to Ctrl-Alt-G, for instance, and that's Chromium. Go for ArcoLinux, build, Google it, and you'll find ArcoLinuxB.com. Building an ArcoLinuxB ISO, in this case on ArcoLinux, which is possible as well. But in this case on ArcoLinuxB, right? This is, ArcoLinux ISO. It's all the same, it's just a letter difference. You know that there's actually just one ISO, right? The ArcoLinux ISO, trimmed version, ArcoLinuxD, and all the variants, all the desktops you can choose. You can build 18 ISOs, ArcoLinux, D, and all the Bs. This time around, I'm gonna build lxqt. The article needs an update, and it's super simple to build an ISO. You copy paste this over, that's it. Right mouse click, open a terminal here on the desktop, Ctrl-Shift-V. The thing is, you're gonna git clone something, you're gonna copy paste something from the net. And what's in here is actually pretty slim, it's nothing really. This is maintenance, a license, and readme. This is just gibberish, not necessary really. But this one is the recipe, is the package list. What do you want actually on your ISO? That's gonna be in here. You decide, and that's the point of ArcoLinuxB. You decide what goes on there. Build it then, and then it's your ISO. You're gonna have more fonts, less fonts. You love the Inconsolata font or the Liberation font. Well, it's gonna be on the ISO. You like Arc icon theme and the Papyrus icon theme. It's on the ISO, and you keep going and going and going. You can even add more things to this list that are just not in here, just words, right? So I'll go into detail later. Where do I find the packages, the names? Let's first start the system up. So we go to the installation scripts. Two things to know. This is the first time ever that I've built it. Well, then it's number 30 for you. This is the first time you build it today, still number 30 for you. If it's the second time, you can spare a little bit time and bandwidth, because the second time around, maybe after 15 minutes after this one, then the packages are still okay, right? Still the last version and the correct version, not corrupt version, etc. The idea of number 30 is actually cleaning up whatever you have, well, whatever Pacman has on this particular folder. These are packages maybe from a week ago. You've just booted up and it's a week old. You can't build an ISO with something that's a week old, right? So number 30 is cleaning it up. See what happens when I run number 30. It's gone. He cleans out a folder where all the packages are. The packages that are going to come on your ISO are gone. He downloads them again. So bandwidth is important. Speed and how much bandwidth you get, the volume you get for downloading. And then he's going to install everything. He's going to, well, download first, of course. So again, the downloading part. So in all the packages, check out the numbers down here. They are growing. He's downloading. Okay. What if I want to include stuff that's not on here? And one of the questions now at this point in time on Discord is, can I add Cairo doc to it? So a different plank or a latte plank, so some kind of plank utility. Sure, why not? What you do is you press F12, you go for yay, but of course you need to know the name, right? So Cairo, and then you're wondering, is it with a dash doc? Is it with a, you don't know the name. So you have to go and look, and indeed, and Cairo doc exists, a light, eye candy, full themable animated doc. So pretty much the same look or feel as plank, but of course my personal opinion. But anyway, the thing is, these are coming from ArcoLinux. There is no problem whatsoever to put anything from extra or community and so on, multilib, all good, except these guys. This is more difficult. This is AOR. And that's explained on ArcoLinuxISO.com. Putting an AOR package on your ISO is a lot of work. It means a lot of things you have to do prior to be able to put this one on your ISO. But if you want to install something or add something that's coming straight from the ArcoLinux repos, be my guest. The only thing you have to do is make sure you don't type anything wrong. So Ctrl-Shift-C is not a bad idea. Put it at the bottom so you know that this is mine. Write something down here, this is mine, and then you know next time if you compare again, if you download again our scripts, which we are continually improving, then you remember my stuff is down there, and just copy paste the last lines to the newest config that we give you. So Cairo-doc. Well, another way to do it is actually use internet. Go to ArcoLinux packages. How about that? Package search. Okay. I think there was something with a pigeon. It was not a real pigeon, that was something pigeon-like. Okay, found it. So there is a multi-protocol instant message client, so IRC. And the thing is, I can just install it because it's coming from extra. It's not on AOR. Here's AOR. Here are all the ArcoLinux packages. You can even tell them, and that was another question earlier on, when is the Linux LTS kernel coming, right? Just type it in. When is the Linux LTS kernel coming? It's out of testing. Ta-da! It's out of testing. Let's see if I'm right, because community testing, multi-lib testing. Search. Yep, it's out of there. So in the meantime, since the last question, it's already available to the public. So all this information, it's available here. Try it out, use it. I don't know, browser or something. Let's see what we get if we type in browser, not in testing of course, but community maybe. Search. Ooh, a lot of stuff. So maybe there are things in here that you say, oh yeah, that's something I want to have. This is way back. I used this 15 years ago or something. An easy to use offline browser utility. You can really download a complete website with it. Opera is here. Opera, Otter browser, never heard of it. Otter browser. So, okay, fine, okay, great. So there's lots to download and to add more to your list. That's the point of my explanations. You can add anything here. If you want to have Pigeon, of course, it will not be installed on the ISO now because it's already running, right? First put it on the list, then run it. So Pigeon and Cairo-doc will not be in there, but just an exercise to help the guys out on Discord that you can add stuff to your ISO. Just needs to be on the ArcoLinux ISO. He's creating our ISO. We still have a little bit of time. I was just thinking on the ArcoLinuxB ISO.com, I probably have somewhere an article about repos, probably. How to add your personal repository to the ArcoLinuxB ISO. That's it. You find a package on the AOR, you say, oh, I'm loving it. I want this one on my ISO. Great, then this is the explanation. Follow the tutorial. We've created an ArcoLinux teaching GitHub to be able to show you guys how do you put a package that's not coming from ArcoLinux, but coming maybe from you, your own .config files, or that's coming from AOR, a package that you like, you love, but it's not on the ArcoLinux repo, it's on the AOR repo. Then you need to do this. You see? So there's lots explained already on this website that, well, the more advanced ArcoLinuxB builders can use. And at some point in time, we're going to need it anyway for Kali 4. So these articles are relevant. I will make a particular article for Kali. All right, in the meantime, he is not yet finished. Okay, so we have 8 processors. Control C. Super C. Super C gives us the fact that we are 100%, we see here, all in red, we are 100% busy. So that's cool. That's not cool, but that's cool. And we just have to wait till this thing ends. We have our cores that are working. So the more cores you have, I just have 8. There are people with 16, with 32. Well, the faster it goes. As simple as that. Hardware does matter. Let's wait for him to end. Let's pause a little bit. All right, it's finished. We see the graph here in the back end. You see the 100% and then bzzz, goes down, meaning you have an output. Somewhere there is something. It's going to be written to the folder out, but via our scripts, it is going to be moved somewhere else. 1.6 gigabyte, meaning lxqt is a very small, has a small footprint, it's a small desktop, lxqt. 2020, February 12th version, this number comes from ArcoLinux. In here is nothing to build the ISO. There's nothing there. We download Arch ISO, replace some stuff, we say, cook this up, that's the recipe, cook this, build this, and the result is ArcoLinuxB out, and we've been building lots of ISOs, and we are now an lxqt. I'm gonna delete this guy, I'll do that later. lxqt, this is the ISO you're gonna burn on an USB and boot up from it, or put in the VirtualBox or virtual machine or boxes or anything like it. And try it out and see if you like it. And then just decide, no, I don't want Pigeon, yes, I do want this, etc. You just keep on perfecting your ISO the way you see fit. You keep everything close in the meaning that I mean that you keep this one close. This file is the only important file you need. That's your decision to make an ISO. That's your recipe to make an ISO. I want Firefox, I want Vivaldi, I want Chromium, but also Opera, and also etc. etc. You just add or delete stuff from it. And then you are in control. That's the point. You build it, you are in control. All right, have fun.